Pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Detective. Do be careful of the death trap en route to the next one. The only mammals capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. It must feel wonderful, Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. capework. Shape memory fibers, some sort of collapsible harness, an arrogant insistence that the laws of gravity do not apply to you. You remind me of another plucky young man strapping on a pair of shipped wings. What was his name? Oh yes, that's right. Icarus. It's a classical reference, you uncultured brute. You can't do it, can you? Does this mean I won? Yes, I won! It feels empty, hollow. Too soon. Look, just hit this switch and I'll adjust the difficulty of the challenge. got there eventually, Detective, making you literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. Your next key awaits you. Key.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
He's on our tail! Outrun that thing! Come on, lose him! You know anything about religion? I was always told to make the sign of the cross after I whack someone, you know, out of respect. Just asking.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting. You still haven't apologized.
For what?
For Eddie treating me like a white hat. Like one of your sidekicks. You know, half the crooks in Gotham think I feed you info.
You do.
Well, yeah, when there's something in it for me. They think I'm doing it on principle.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. I found your way to move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Move over, would you? Hey, don't shove.
to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already? Well, you better grab that key and be on your way.
Hey, that was...
Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your abilities.
I'll take the red one.
More where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
Leave the blue ones to me.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me.
Leave the red one to me.
See, children? I color-coded the robots to help you share.
Share.
You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you. Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally. After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out in hell, you know, 'cause you killed me and sent me there. And
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I'm very confident.
I asked. She's totally cool with Cat Lady having a dog.
Unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective. Ha! and everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Not quite, detective.
Detective.
Don't leave me hanging, detective. The answer is right above your nose. That's one, Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. The suspense is killing me, detective. Perhaps it will kill you too. Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, detective. I have no doubt.
Your death was inevitable, I'm afraid. A statistical certainty.
Look at at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. I seem to have scratched your car. I'd swap insurance details, but I expect you'll be dead by morning.
I did it! I actually did it! I mean, of course I did. Good. As expected.
Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. Not quite, detective. Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. Ah! This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Excellent. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. Between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed? Can you trust him, Catwoman? Can you trust?
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait, Batman. Wait, Batman. I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swoons. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.